We're here at the brand new Rivian Flagship San Francisco space, and I'm so excited I finally made it out here, so let's go inside and check this place out. So we're here at the San Francisco Flagship Rivian store. This place is spectacular. Let's have a look here. Look inside. First thing you're met with is this unbelievable vaulted ceiling. Look at the beams and timbers here. This is absolutely gorgeous. We've got on-demand lighting here. We've got skylights. Again, we're going to keep that eco-friendly theme going here at Rivian. This space especially has been so thoughtfully planned out as far as energy usage. In fact, this building does not have air conditioning. They rely on a number of strategies for keeping the building cool through flow-through in ventilation. We've got the vaulted ceilings and a number of other really cool tricks that they've got here. This Rivian space is so unique. I'm so glad I finally got to take a look at it here. Let's see what's going on. One of the really cool things about this particular space is not only do these main doors open up, but there's another set behind me all the way across on the other side of the building that open up as well. You can drive vehicles through, all of that sort of thing to keep the space open and the air flowing. But these glass walls here behind me, these open up accordion style on both sides, so you can completely open up this space to the community. And speaking of community, community is top priority at these flagship spaces, and San Francisco is no exception. You see, what I'm walking through right now is a communal space, almost like a place you can come and hang out. You can do some work, you can kind of converse with the staff, you can learn about the vehicles, or if you just want to get a few things done while you're hanging out with your vehicle, or you're just in the neighborhood, in the community, can come and kind of relax here. They've got free Wi-Fi, they've got, of course, water and access to restrooms, all that sort of thing. They have a ton of community events here. Check this out. This is really, really cool. They've got a neat sign here that says, "Welcome to Rivian. Feel free to explore and make yourself at home. Adventure is out there." And of course, that's the theme of this space here in San Francisco. I love all the different levels here. So we've just come down a couple of steps. They've got a ramp cut out, of course, so they can get vehicles in and out, all that sort of thing. Behind me here, check this out. We're going to talk more about this in just a second, but this is the new quad motor. This is the most powerful, quickest SUV ever made. Unbelievable vehicle from an unbelievable company. Check this out, guys. We've got some banquettes built in over here on this side with some round tables, some really cool benches, and of course, they're so thoughtfully put together. Look at the stitching here. Really, really nicely done with the natural woods. Everything here is either upcycled or it's curated from local craftsmen, local artisans, and that sort of thing. So in true keeping with Rivian fashion, we have, of course, the library. And, you know, Rivian has always promoted books, reading, and they've also curated in this space a collection of books that you can come and read, browse through, both, you know, for kids, for adults, all that sort of thing. But it's really cool because it's all related to the local area. Every single space, especially the flagships, have specially curated books that are related to the area. And of course, here in San Francisco, we've got some really nice books. This is San Francisco, you know, kind of kids books, big coffee table books, so you can actually learn about the area that you're in, learn about the community. And even people that have lived here for a long time may discover something new, and thanks to Rivian. So it's kind of cool sometimes to go in a high-tech space to kind of go low-tech, grab a book, grab a cup of coffee, glass of water, and just kind of relax, read, learn, nurture your mind. And they're allowing you to do that. In fact, it's promoted here in the Rivian space in San Francisco. Check this out, guys. This is really cool. I love these kind of subtle advertisements here. We've got this one here for the new quad motor, of course, the absolute monster that Rivian has designed and just brought to market here. Really cool LCD display that's built in, and of course they'll change up the different promotions and illustrations that they have for the vehicles there, which is cool. This is the family room, and I love these. We've got just a gigantic L-shaped sofa here, huge coffee table. In fact, that is actually 4 quadrants, and of course, you got a beautiful selection of curated books to enjoy. So again, sit back, throw your feet up, relax, and turn some pages, you know, rather than swiping on the screen. And I really love that. There's some cool little kids' toys here, and I want to show you some of these. I absolutely love these. And we saw some of these actually at the Groveland or Yosemite National Park location, but check this out, guys. Little wooden Rivian R1S. How cool is that? I mean, feel the weight of that. It's just very substantial. Look at this. Little delivery van, gotta love it. The RCV, very cool. Rivian commercial van. And then of course, like, you got a little surfboard. You can kind of trick it out. Look at that. And of course, you gotta have the RAN network DC fast charger. Very, very cool. Oh, and gear guard. We got our gear guard chilling, hanging out. Gotta love that. So really, really cool attention to all members of the family, all members of the community. Of course, we gotta have a special place for the kids. Now, this space here as well, very similar to the Phoenix, Arizona space that I did a video on, has the sailcloth here. And so we've got a very large partition here. And what's cool is that it's got a projector that's displaying some really neat stuff, a lot of fun, adventurous stuff that you can do with the Rivian product. And of course, coming into this area, this is where we're gonna get into vehicle education. So we've got things like the textile interior, the different woods, the different options, colors, and things like that that you can put on your vehicle. And of course, my favorite, the Ocean Coast is here. The Ascent interior is here as well. Along the wall, full color palette here. We've got the full array of colors, including the new colors. Well, what's old has become new again. Of course, Launch Green is back, and it's back for quad motor. Really beautiful color. Absolutely love it. I mean, it looks great in photos, but it looks even better in person. Throw it in the sunlight, maybe at dusk, at golden hour. Man, that color is just so beautiful. Very, very nice. We've got the Ascent Blue too. I mean, that's a killer color. Just really, really pretty. But there's our Launch Green. Wow, eh? Like, love it. Got gray tones in there, a little bit of taupe, a little bit of sparkle. Very, very nice. So really, really cool kind of layout here. And of course, if those are kind of being looked at by customers, of course, there's a little bit more selection down the bottom here. And you've got your badging, of course, with the bright badging and the dark out edition. Shout out to Rivian Dark Out on X. You know who you are. And of course, look at this, the new gear guard. Look at that, he's got his fur blown back there, which is really cool. That's exclusive to the quad motor. So make sure get yourself a quad if you want that special gear guard. So over here, guys, we have the selection of wheels and tires. They've got a huge selection here. So 8 in total, including my favorite, the 22-inch Aero, which is right here. And then this is a kind of a cool, chill area, separated by these beams here. If you can see overhead, really, really nice. And it is really bright here, a beautiful window right across the front. And it's got this really nice light fixture here, round table. We got some bench seating along the underside of the window, and then even a little place for maybe for some kids to hang out. Beautiful artwork on the wall. And I wanted to show you this photo here. And this photo here is from the 1960s. Really, really cool. This originally was a service garage. And so very similar to the location in Yosemite that has an automotive heritage, so does this building. And of course, they wanted to preserve some of that. So what's cool is if you go around the back of this building, look up on the brick wall, and actually a portion of this old sign right here that was painted onto the brick, well, it's been preserved. So a little window into the past, and a little bit of a connection as well in the community as to what this building served its purpose for, and of course, its new purpose going forward with Rivian. So very, very cool. This building is in fact over a century old. It's 102 years old, so lots of history here. And so coming into the main atrium area here, this leads in from the main street. And again, we've got that big glass opening up front here, double doors. There's a really neat kind of entranceway here. Let me show you this, guys. This wall behind me here is lined with cork. And what's cool is that with all the street traffic that goes by, this wall here acts as a sound deadening material. And so not only does it give it kind of an earthy feel and a bit of a texture, but it has a very practical audio role to play in the front entranceway here. So that's really cool. One thing I'll mention over here as well is that this is one of the only Rivian spaces spaces that has a service center, and it's the only flagship space that has a service center attached to it. So you can zip right over to service there. So that's super convenient for folks here in San Francisco. So coming into the front area, we've got a vehicle up front here, R1T, brand new, 2026 dual motor, gorgeous. Got the bike rack up top there. And of course, we got the awning out the side here. These are really good quality awnings. I got to take a look at these at South by Southwest, actually, when they were just launching this product. And it's made by Kamuk, who's out in Dripping Springs, Texas, not far from Austin, where I live. They make a fantastic product. It's gonna keep the sun off you. It's fully adjustable. Really, really cool setup. Got the gear tunnel open there as well. Just a great, great setup. Now, on this wall here, you're probably looking to say, oh, well, that's just kind of some plain iron work or something like that. But no, actually, this is done in the same finish as the Golden Gate Bridge. So that's really cool. Again, connection to the community, but all of these iron braces, buttresses, cross members, those are all done to the same style, the same texture, same paint, same finish as the Golden Gate Bridge. How cool is that? And you can just come in and, you know, touch it. And that will feel much like the Golden Gate Bridge. Really cool. On this side here, we have information about charging. We've got a Rivian charger here, and kind of great because they are demonstrating the new NACS connection. So North American Charging Standard, that is so cool to see. They've gone away from the J1772 and we're getting standardized charging. So it'll be so easy for Rivian owners using both the RAN network, the Tesla Supercharger network, and just simple, no more adapters, bada boom, bada bing. So clean, so quick, and so convenient. I absolutely love that. Really, really cool. Again, Rivian is known for massive range. So 420 miles of range. That's actually crazy. I mean, that's incredible. I absolutely love it. Let's take a quick look here and open up the charge port because I want to show you guys the new NACS charge port. There it is, guys. North American Charging Standard in the Rivian product. I have been waiting for this to come out and I'm so excited to finally see it in person. Got to do it here in San Francisco. Very cool. You can whip right up to the Superchargers, plug in, and worry-free charging. Absolutely love that. So over here, guys, just in this nook behind, off to the side, of course, we have the Rivian water station. So you've got water fountains as well as bottle fill stations, all that sort of thing. Great restroom area, lots of sinks, easy access, nice and clean, very bright. And this artwork on the wall, let me show this to you. This is so cool. So the back of this building was all covered in graffiti. They actually recovered a bunch of pieces of it, framed it up, and put it on the wall here in the restroom area. So cool. I absolutely love that. Again, repurposing, taking that art, what maybe somebody didn't like, and then they spin it into something beautiful. So cool. Check out these skylights. Look how gorgeous this is. Absolutely beautiful. This place is unreal. I love the lighting. A lot of it is direct, but there's a lot of indirect lighting as well. So there's a great feel, great vibe. The overall feel here is very warm, open air, breezy, very community centered. Would highly recommend anybody that's in the San Francisco area, come up and check this place out. It's absolutely gorgeous. Now let's talk about this beast that is behind me here, this absolute monster. This is the new Rivian R1S Quad motor. This is the fastest, most powerful SUV ever in the history of automotive. And it's right here in beautiful launch green. So cool that they brought this color back, exclusive. Now, if you ever want to know how to tell if a vehicle is a quad motor, what you want to do is check out the color accents. So the brakes here in that really nice teal color. We can see the Rivian badging, the raised portion there, the three-dimensional portion in the back. Again, it's that teal color, and just these little subtle things that let you know that this is the big guy on the street. And of course, we've got gear guard back here with his fur being blown back because this thing launches hard. It is an absolute monster. And of course, we're gonna get a chance to drive one a little bit later on. I'll be talking to the folks at Rivian. We'll get that set up and bring you guys my opinion on a first drive video. You know that that's on its way. So this space here overall, again, beautiful. We've got the stone floors, lots of texture. Love the paint palette here, lots of greens integrated, even different shades of green. Like take a look at this section here. So we've kind of got a gray railing, we've got a darker green here, goes a little lighter, again, drawing the eye forward, encouraging you into the space. Very, very nice. And you know, guys, I'm gonna say it, because I say it in all the Rivian videos, is that you can't just have iron, glass, and stone. You gotta have the greenery, and they delivered in the San Francisco space here. Tons of greenery. I love it. We got vines, palm trees, bushes, shrubs, ferns, and it's just all giving that just injection of life into the space here. You can see all the greenery here. As soon as you come in, the front door flanking both sides, absolutely beautiful. I did notice too, they've got the little water kind of containers for the doggies. You got to keep our furry friends hydrated, so that is so cool. Lastly, we'll get to the gear shop. Check it out. Check it out, guys. Very, very nice. We got the Rivian blankets here, gear guard blankets, puffer jackets, all kinds of stuff here. And you know, first thing I look for is the Keep San Francisco Adventurous Forever mug. Beautiful, really nice too. The first one I've seen in navy blue of all the spaces, so really like that. Lots of cool merch here, including new quad motor merch. Beautiful. This is really, really nice. Of course, we got the touch-up pens, center caps, all the cool accessories, the flashlight, and the t-shirts. You gotta have the t-shirts. And here is the first place I've ever seen that has two different colors. So they got a beautiful burgundy, we got the athletic gray, Keep San Francisco Adventurous Forever. Tons of other merch here, lots of great gear, even the gear guard vest. How cool is that? So guys, this place, I'm telling you, Rivian knocked it out of the park. I'm so glad that I got to get out here and experience it, to bring it to you. Highly recommend it. Make the drive up here. So many things to touch, to see, to experience, lots of textures, lots of life here. We got great staff, fantastic people. Highly recommend it. Guys, we'll see you in the next video.